This is Theo Wigglebottom, and today, he makes some questionable life choices. Today, we're doing the one tile challenge. He can only live on this one tile, that's it. At the moment, he's looking happy, but when he realizes his money, 17,000 simoleons are gone, I don't think he will be this happy. So it's time for him to start taking selfies. Look at that handsome face. After what felt a few hours, he finally made enough to extend from this cramped one tile. And because he wants to try woodworking, he extended it to buy 2 tiles. But he still couldn't afford his woodworking bench yet. So he decided to sell his handsome face again. And after another few hours of taking selfies, it was time to buy a workbench and get to building instead of posing. Let's see what Theo can build first. How about a whole structure? So at first he was optimistic of his new idea to make money, and was going so well, until he only made 10 simoleons on his first attempt. And after making a few more, I noticed Theo had pinched his little finger and became very sad, thinking to things: 1, that woodworking is dangerous, and 2, that he doesn't have the hands for this. So the workbench had to go. If you guessed an easel, then you would be correct. Let's see how good his painting skills are. With him still being so uncomfortable, Theo still plodded on and decided to paint a figure painting. At least, there isn't a way for him to cut his finger this time. For his first painting, he isn't doing that bad, but not even finishing the first painting he stopped and wouldn't carry on, and needed the toilet. So guess Theo will need to buy one before he can actually make some money. But after looking at the options, he cannot even afford an actual toilet, only a potty. So he had to go back to his original grind and take some awkward selfies to be able to afford one. Poor Theo, looking not so handsome and sad, but needs must. So after an hour grind of selfies, he finally managed to buy an actual toilet and get to release himself after holding it in all day. Then after that, he finally finished his painting, which surprisingly only made him 84 simoleons. Must have been really bad to not even earn back the 100 simoleons, haha. Theo then painted this tiny flower, mainly because it's all he can afford. And yes, he's already panicking about money. Shocking. After all that hard work, Theo earned a glorious 17 simoleons. Financial icon. Unfortunately, he's also starving, so he's painting again in hopes of affording a fridge. Theo proudly earned a devastating 28 simoleons. Financial disaster. Bed. Who needs sleep when you're this broke? Back to painting. Okay. Theo might be getting better. That one pulled in 49 simoleons. We are slowly, painfully getting closer to food. Theo lost interest in painting and did what any modern man would do. Took a photo for his socials. Since painting was clearly not the move, Theo returned to what he does best, selling sad selfies. He then changed his pose to this angry face. How rude. After cashing in the selfies, Theo was forced to add 2 more tiles. Turns out the emergency fridge does not come in travel size. Out came the new sexy sad pose, because Theo is still too broke to afford a fridge. Look at these new sexy poses. After what felt like 4 business days, Theo finally afforded a fridge, and wasted no time demolishing some much needed chips. Theo is running on fumes, pocket lint, and pure delusion. So back to painting he goes. Fresh off his emotional breakdown, Theo proudly sold this for a life-changing 37 simoleons. Feeling inspired, Theo painted a breathtaking landscape. Of the back wall, limited views, limited dreams. That back wall is doing serious numbers, because someone actually paid 122 simoleons for it. After approximately 4 emotional business days of painting, Theo somehow afforded 3 more tiles. The empire grows. Despite his efforts, Theo still cannot afford sleep, so the stick figure factory remains open. At long last, Theo scraped together enough for the cheapest bed known to man. Luxury. Finally, Theo can climb into bed and get the sleep he's been desperately chasing. exhausted, relieved, and enjoying a rare moment of peace. Sadly for Theo, the one-tile challenge isn't done with him yet, and tomorrow might be rough.